So you want to invest in the S&P 500. That makes sense considering it had an average increase of around 14% over the past 10 years. That means that if you'd invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 10 years ago, you'd have about $3,700 today. But as they say, the best time to invest was 10 years ago. But the second best time is now. So let's dive into the steps you'll need to take to invest in the S&P 500 today. The first thing you need to do is get a brokerage account. If you already have one, then you're good to go. If you don't have a brokerage account, then you'll need to open one. Our top pick for Canadian brokerage accounts for investing in the S&P 500 is Questrade. It doesn't charge commission fees when trading US stocks or ETFs, and considering all the companies in the S&P 500 are based in the US, that will save you a lot of money in the long run. Questrade also doesn't have minimum balance requirements and offers both a solid desktop and mobile trading experience. You can get started with Questrade for free using the link in the description below. But if you don't like Questrade, some solid runner-ups are Wealthsimple and Qtrade, both of which don't charge commission fees when buying US-based stocks and ETFs, and offer well-rounded trading platforms to help grow your wealth. You can also get started with both of those platforms for free using the links below. Signing up for any of these trading platforms is easy and only takes a few minutes. All you have to do is fill out a simple application with your personal info and upload photos of your ID for verification. Once the account's been opened, you can follow prompts to fund the account, usually by linking an external account to your new brokerage account and then transferring money over. With platforms like Questrade and Wealthsimple, you can start investing in US-listed stocks and ETFs with as little as $1. The next step is to choose how you want to invest. Since the S&P 500 is an index, which means it simply tracks the performance of a group of stocks, you can't directly buy into it. So if you do want to invest in the S&P 500, you'll have to choose from two options. Option 1, buy an ETF or a mutual fund that mirrors the S&P 500. Or option 2, buy the individual stocks that make up the S&P 500. And yes, that would mean buying and managing around 500 different stocks. The easiest option, and the one that many investors prefer, is to go with an ETF or mutual fund that mirrors the S&P 500. Some of the most common for investors are the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, which uses the ticker symbol VOO. Or its Canadian-listed counterpart, the Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF, which uses the ticker VFV. There are a lot of factors to consider when deciding between different mutual funds and ETFs. But if you're early on in your investing journey, the VFV may be the most straightforward because it trades in Canadian dollars, so you can avoid paying upfront currency conversion fees. But if you're investing using an RRSP, the VOO could be the better option because you can take advantage of certain US tax exemptions that only apply to RRSP accounts. The final step to investing in the S&P 500, after you've chosen which method you're going to use, is to actually purchase the shares. To do that, you simply need to log into your brokerage account and search for the stock or ETF you want to buy. You can search by the stock or ETF name or by its ticker symbol. For example, if you wanted to buy into the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, you could search for it using its full name, or you could search by looking up VOO. Once you've selected the stock or ETF you want to buy, enter the amount you want to purchase, and then submit your order. It's as simple as that. Now you own a piece of the S&P 500. If you want to dive deeper into how to invest in the S&P 500 in Canada, you can check out our full guide linked in the description below. Also, comment below to share which strategies you use to get the most out of your investments. And subscribe to see more helpful tips for your finances. Thanks for watching.